The diamonds are forever.
Hi everyone, I'm Pete Kelly from Radio Diamonds and welcome to highlights of AFC Rushden Diamonds against Northampton ON Chenecks on AFCRDTV. Before the match on Saturday, there was a minute's of applause in tribute to long-serving Rushden Diamonds and AFC Rushden Diamonds volunteer Ken Dobbs, the man on the microphone for many years at Nen Park. The only change to the team from Tuesday was Joe Merrill coming in at right back in place of Gillingwater. And Diamonds were on the offensive early on in the first half. A header here from Sean McBride. It was very close to getting cleared by the defender on the line, but after consulting with the linesman on the near side, the goal was given. And plenty of sets of eyes in the bank also agreed that prior to the defender getting the clearance in, he had indeed crossed the line. So AFC Rushden Diamonds 1, Chenecks 0. Diamonds continued to push in the first period, visiting goalkeeper Lars Chenecks having to spread himself well to stop Jake Newman getting on the score sheet. And Matt Gearing's reaction from this free kick showed he, along with everyone else, was a bit disappointed that Brad Harris couldn't get a better connection from his free kick. Diamonds were absolutely dominant in the first half, perhaps more to do with Chenecks' shambolic defending than anything else. And keeper Lars Chenecks put the ball into his own net for an own goal after a mazy run by Matt Gearing. Indeed, Chenecks' defensive setup, having 5 defenders and 3 thin midfielders, meant that they were pushed back for the entire first half. It meant that the game was not much of a fair spectacle, as Diamonds were absolutely dominant for the entire first 45 minutes. So half-time AFC Rushden Diamonds 2, ON Chenecks 0. The Chenecks really did need to make a change early on in the second half to have any chance of success. However, with shooting like that and first touches like this, there was almost no chance of it. Those 2 touches there coming from supposed strikers Harry Barnes and Adam Hancock. Finally, Harry Barnes, having had 2 40-yard shots dribbling wide of goal, finally had one within a couple of yards of the goal, but Ashley Folger had not too much work to do. Diamonds could and perhaps should have extended their lead in the second period. Surely if substitute Aaron King's shot had been a few yards either side of the goalkeeper, it would have gone in. And then Diamonds recycled the ball through Alfie Taylor, Ben Morgan and then Sam Brown pushing up from left back. His cross was swung into the box, and then Jake Newman almost got the ball into the back of the net after another sham of a catch from Lars Chenecks, that time over the bar. To their credit, Chenecks continued to push, but with finishing as poor, shocking and dreadful as that, there was no way Folger was going to have to make a save. Diamonds really should have scored themselves later on. Newman not really forcing Lars Chenecks to do too much work to get that one. And then later on, man of the match Sean McBride tried to take on the Chenecks for worst miss of the match. That one from about 4 yards out, somehow going over the bar. So in that case, both teams struggling with perhaps the pitch and definitely struggling with their shooting, but Diamonds get the 2-0 win. Radio Diamonds will be broadcasting from Diamonds' next match, which is away at Raunds this Saturday. But full time for the Dog and Duck, AFC Rushden Diamonds 2, ON Chenecks 0.
Welcome down to AFCRDTV. A good result today here at the Dog and Duck. It finishes Diamonds 2, Northampton ON Chenecks 0. And we're with the gaffer, manager Mark Starmer. Mark, well done today.
Thank you.
Yes. Would you say it was a clinical performance by Diamonds today?
No.
Not really?
No.
Where did it go wrong, though? We got the 3 points, though.
3 points, clean sheet. Dev made his comeback. Alfie got another 80 minutes. Ash kept a clean sheet. Progress.
Very good. You're ticking the box for sure. But
ticking some bit boxes, yeah.
We're wondering, some of the players, Jake Gillingwater, you left him out of the squad today.
No, Jake was injured. He took a knock, and I ain't going to risk him. He was honest with me and said, no, he don't think he could do it. He'd be on the bench for me if needed. Lance had a bit of a groin issue on Thursday night in training, so I didn't want to risk him, even though he thought he was fit. Quincy was on the bench, obviously, but he's still got a groin injury. Elliot's just come back from 3 weeks away, so he weren't going to start. And no, that's about it, isn't it?
Well, it's a good game for our keeper, Ashley Folger. Well done to get the clean sheet, obviously.
Yeah, no, he did all right. He did all right. He did everything he had to do. Ash is a good keeper, and he needs time in there to develop. And yeah, he's raw, he's a young one, but he's a decent keeper. So there's no worries from us to put him in there.
And Shine McBride gets man of the match. He put in a good 90 today, didn't he?
He did, and he's carrying a knock as well. And again, he had a fitness test before the game just to make sure, and he said he was about 85, 90% fit, so he got the nod, and he did all right.
And we had a good crowd again here today at the Dog and Duck, almost 600 in attendance, and it was a cold day, but at least it's dry. Cold and dry I prefer over wet and warm.
Yeah, no, the crowd have been superb, and they keep coming back, and, you know, they're a great lift to us, and it's great to see them here. We just want them to keep going and enjoy what we're trying to achieve, understand what we're trying to achieve as well, and, you know, we're in and around it, and we're trying to put aside for this year, next year, and forward. So, no, they keep supporting, and it's great to see.
Very good, Mark. Of course, we always have the next game next Saturday, almost kind of like a home match, because, of course, last season that was our home ground at Ronstown next Saturday.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go up there, and you know, we'll be looking for the same sort of performance that we put in the first half today, and the last 10 minutes. Today, which was much better. We've got to learn to take all the chances that we're making, and no, we'll be going there with confidence and looking forward to it.
All right, thanks again for your time. Cheers.
Nice to see you back as well.
I'm here with man of the match, Sean McBride. Sean, another all-action performance from you?
Yeah, it was a great game. Scored another goal. Can't be too bad with that. Played well. First half we dominated. Second half dropped off a little bit, but we saw it through in the end. And 2-0 will do us any day.
Stam said you were carrying a knock today. How fit are you? He said that you told him you're 85%, so I reckon you're about 60%.
60% is probably better than all the other boys, so, so I'll be all right. Yeah, nah. If I took a knock, it probably would have hurt, but I'm clever in that. So
you're one of the first names on the team sheet. We've seen you in the central midfield role, but since Brad Harris has come, you've managed to get forward a bit more, culminating in that goal against Buckingham and then today. Yeah,
well, I can do box to box, so I'm fit enough to do that, but I do like dropping off sometimes. But if Brad's willing to drop off, I'll go off and score goals if I need to. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. And
you feel you settled in now to the Diamonds?
Yeah, settled in for quite a while now. I've played well this month, and I think it's just going to get better.
And another big crowd today. How did the players react to that?
Me personally, I don't really notice it because I'm concentrating on the game, but when you score a goal and when stuff happens in the game, you do see it then, and yeah, it's a bonus.
But what when things aren't going too well?
Yeah, well, we haven't had too much of that, so we'll just ignore that bit.
That's true, yeah. Now, you ran away with the December Player of the Month award. Can you tell us how you feel about that?
Yeah, it's good, yeah. I thought I would have got it, to be fair. I was playing well.
Yeah. And you remember the Vars game at Yaxley?
Yeah.
Yeah. You knocked my boy's chips out of his sand, so you owe him a bag of chips. Are you going to pay him back?
Yeah, see me next week.
Okay, we just spoke about how well you're doing and how well you're playing, and don't know whether you read the forums, but there's a lot of man love for you on the forums. How does it feel to be a bigger sex symbol than Alfie Taylor?
Really? He's the one that goes there and gets all his tans and that. Little pretty boy he is, but yeah, just take it as it goes.
Right, extra special treat for AFC R&D TV viewers now. I'm joined by match sponsor Jim Plale. Jim, can you tell us why you were match sponsor today?
It was my 50th birthday and I wanted to give the club something back.
How many, sorry?
21. Again. No, what I actually said was I'm 18 years old with 32 years experience. Is what I like to actually say.
So you match sponsor today, and you were explaining that before I very rudely interrupted. So why did you decide to do that today?
No, I just wanted to give something back to the club. You know, it's a fantastic football club. I decided that I would have had a season ticket at the old club, whatever money I would have spent on that, I would have given to this club. So that's what I wanted to do today, and give a little bit back.
Brilliant. But you're not just any old supporter, are you? You're a member of the board. Why did you put yourself up for board membership?
Because Ralph told me I had to. That's the God's honest truth. I can actually remember standing in the car park at the Rawns Town Football Club, and Ralph told me I'd got to stand, so I decided to stand.
And you brought your good lady wife today. I think, like all of our wives, she's long suffering with the amount of hours we put in. Has she enjoyed today?
I think so, yeah. She would look absolutely tremendous behind the bar. I've told her that twice this afternoon already. Angie as well, she would look absolutely fantastic behind the bar, serving behind the bar at our match days, and that sort of kind of brings me on to volunteers.
Excellent. Well, let's bring in your BFF, Bob. So, Bob, you enjoyed your day?
It's not finished yet, is it?
It hasn't finished. Have you enjoyed your day so far?
I have indeed, yes.
Yeah. And anybody watching who's considering being a match day sponsor, what would you say to them?
Do it. Do it now. Do it. Right.
Bob, of course, is also a director, and we don't do it because we want to stand here in front of the telly. Tell us why you do it.
It's putting something back in the community. Jim summed it up. It's like just putting something back in. You feel brilliant afterwards. Okay, you put the nets up, you get wet and all the rest of it. At the end of the day, it's just worth it.
So to anybody watching who doesn't think they've got any skills that could bring to the football club, what would you say?
Everybody's got a skill. It doesn't matter what they do, what they think they can do. There's loads of people that have come along and have just found out they can do something extra, can't they?
Yeah, we've got people at this football club that give in every week, day in, day out. They give their souls for this football club. What we could do with is just a few more people helping out. We've got the same faces every game, and they're absolutely brilliant, you know, and everyone's quite happy to carry on doing it. But what would be quite nice to do is have a few more people helping us out and be able to spread the load a little bit, that's all.
Brilliant. And you've obviously been with AFC Diamonds since the start. What would you say is your best moment for the new club?
Oh, it'd be easy to say the Thrapston game, to sort of say to see the club run out for the very first time, but I can't say that because I was on the turnstile, so I didn't see it. But for me personally, the Ashington away game, absolutely fantastic. That I felt as though that game was the game that brought the club together. Fans, players, everything. It just, although we lost, it was the thing that brought us all together.
And for you, Bob, anything from the youth league last season that stands out?
Yeah, and it's great to see the lads ready to come into the team. But going back on what Jim was saying, just getting drunk at Ashington was the best ever.
To be fair, you didn't have to go to Ashington to get drunk, did you? You've managed to do that pretty well in Wellingborough.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Well, that's brilliant, guys. Thanks very much. So to anybody else out there who wants to help but doesn't think they've got the skills, rubbish. Get up here, see any one of us.
Quite right.
And we'll find you a job to do.
Yeah, quite right.
Thanks very much, James.
Diamonds are forever.